Y'all did just what she said, went to sleep. Who only a kid do temper tantrums? I'm just saying, I cannot hear a pin drop for those that voted. For those that voted, and they stood on that. Y'all should have been standing all the way to the end. A better person stand even when they lose. Sore losers go to sleep. When I tell you, it's quiet, it's quiet. Can't hear a pin drop. I can't hear nothing but snoring. But what I'm going to say is, I ain't supporting nobody that ain't for my pockets. Me bettering myself. Making sure that I'm good for whatever endeavors I dabble in. I'm just saying, I looked at my pockets get drizzled away for the past 4 years because of high costs, food, and everything. If I take $100 bill and only get less than 10 items in a bag, can't get a full bag of groceries for $100, that should know that something is wrong with you all if y'all think that that's a better option. But what gets me is, I can't hear a pin drop. I can hear everything else. I can hear everything else around me. Only temper tantrums are done by people that's childish. Now, I'm going to tell you my take on it since I've been silent. I looked at it like this, me looking at brown-skinned men of all different shades. I'm not supporting anybody, whether if it was in their past, present, or future, that promotes.
She put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana. She blocked evidence. She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California. And she fought to keep cash bail system in place that impacts poor people in the worst kind of way. The bottom line is, Senator Harris, when you were in a position to make a difference and an impact in these people's lives, you did not. And worse yet, in the case of those who are on death row, innocent people, you actually blocked evidence from being revealed that would have freed them until you were forced to do so. There is no excuse for that. And the people who suffered under your reign as prosecutor, you owe them an apology.
But what gets me is, I can't hear a pin drop for nobody that's impacting my investments. And they can't give me a return on my investments. Can't give me anything. Can't show nothing for me. And then I'm not going to support nobody that have a problem with freedom of speech. I'm not supporting nobody that try to control everything and outcome of my life and try to dictate and tell me what I can and can't do. I'm just not. I'm not going to be able to do it. I can't help some of my family, friends, foes, or whatever make that other option. But I look at it the bigger picture. At the end of the day, we're the only ones suffering. They're just setting it in position. And when I see businesses go out of that's been here for years, and they start downsizing, they can't have a hard time, they're closing and shutting down, everybody's having a hard time surviving, I'm not going to freaking support you. I'm not. If only thing you can talk about something that you plan on doing and you haven't done, ain't no freaking way. And like I said, I have a problem when people take my rights away from me, and people is so uneducated to understand that their rights have been taken away when you don't have an option and they only have one person on the ballot. You should have an option to write in or bypass. It should have been more friendlier. I have a problem when you putting codes up there and you know you have different people with different education levels and they don't understand those state, city, and county codes, and you're trying to amend stuff and you getting people to vote They don't even know what the hell they voting for. They don't have clarity and didn't have resources. You want us to memorize everything y'all put on that docket. No. Some of you all have to apply common sense on the bull crap that people are doing to us. I ain't for nobody just taking all my rights. I'm not. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Some things you have to look at it clear. And when I'm getting hit in more than one direction, there's a problem. There's a problem. So that's my answer. That's some of my answer. That I ain't going to be able to do it.